Ah, the Saw franchise. Of course, these films of dementedness that have been very popular for the past 10 years. And guess what? The 10th anniversary of Saw, the original film, has been going to theaters for 1 week only. It started on October 31st, which is going to be the greatest event of 2014. Now, let's talk about the Saw franchise. I fucking love these movies. They've been great movies ever since I was a freaking child. First, let's start off with the first movie. It's going into theaters for 1 week only, October 31st, 2014. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm totally excited for that. But anyways, this is my verdict for the first Saw movie. I think it's the best one in the series. The movie in general is pretty frightening, even though I'm not too scared of it. It carries a lot of suspense, which what a horror movie like this should have. That's what makes it so great. And it has great acting. Like Danny Glover nailed his performance in this movie. And one thing I like about the acting in this movie is that when the characters are actually acting, when the actors are acting as the characters, it actually sounds like they're actually into this film, because they're actually acting like as if they're in real pain or something. But yeah, it has great suspense. Likeable. The characters are pretty cool. Jigsaw is badass. And there isn't too many traps in it, but who cares? It's a great horror film. It's a horror film that has all the stuff that a horror film should have. It's not too cliched. It's not like any other film about torture. Plus one thing I like about every Saw movie is that they each carry one moral lesson. The moral lesson in this one is that you should appreciate what you have. So yeah, that's the first Saw movie. Great movie. Totally recommend it to any horror film addict like me. But now let's go for Saw 2. Saw 2 isn't that original to any torture porn film. It's not as good as the first movie. It's not bad, but it is pretty close to being great, but you know, it's not as good as the first film. It's gorier. Basically the way that Saw 2 is like is basically what the rest of the franchise is going to be like. Nothing but traps, death, all that. But I like the traps in this movie because they're pretty cool. Like that oven trap, the needle pit, that glass box thing. Those are pretty cool. And don't forget that Venus flytrap at the very beginning. But Saw 2 is not as entertaining. They're not as good actors, except, well, Mark Wahlberg's brother, Donnie Wahlberg, is in this movie. But plus, Jigsaw is back. Still kicks ass. But yeah, just not as good. It's more aggressive than the first one. It's more intense, but not as suspenseful. Like it's not as nerve breaking or like not as disturbing as the first film. But Saw 2 is pretty intense. It's not a bad movie. It's pretty close to being great, but not exactly. I think I guess Saw 2 about maybe 7.5 out of 10. Let's go for Saw 3. Saw 3 I thought was a bit better than 2. It has a substantial amount of gore. It's like pretty much the goriest in the franchise, but plus it was the first Saw movie to actually show like full nudity. Because there's this one scene that takes place in the freezer and you see a girl completely naked, everything shown, for about a few minutes. But like, yeah, Saw 3 plus Saw 3 actually showed a brain surgery scene on Jigsaw. You don't get too much of Jigsaw in this one, because most of the movie, pretty much the entire movie, he's laying in a hospital bed. And for quite a amount of the movie, quite a bit of the movie, you actually see him getting brain surgery by these two girls. And Saw 3 is not for the faint of heart. Like, it's very, very gory. The brain surgery scene could scar people for a long time. And yeah, but Saw 3 is pretty good. I'd give Saw 3 about 8 out of 10. Now for Saw 4. Saw 4, I think, is almost as good as the first movie. But, like, Saw 4 is kind of like the first movie because it has a lot of suspense to it. And Saw 4, I think, is a great movie. Like, plus, it's pretty well acted. But it gets brutal as hell. Like, I'm not kidding you, it gets brutal as hell. But anyways, let's get to the point. It's a good movie. Like, pretty much I think it's great. It has lots of suspense. Like, both the first Saw movie and Saw 4 give you that feeling where it's like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? Oh my god, like, seriously? The suspense is killing me. That's what Saw 1 and 4 do. And that's what's awesome. And like, there's this one trap in the movie, it's so bizarre. It's where, like, this rapist and murderer goes to, well, technically it's all one, he's one person, he raped and murdered people. And he goes into this one bed, straps himself up, and gets cut into pieces. Like, what the fuck? Like, Saw 4 isn't too gory, but it is quite bloody at times. Like, there is a lot of blood in this movie, but it's not as gory as the first three. But it is pretty frickin' sick. Plus it shows an autopsy at the very beginning of the movie. And that razor trap, like, that's gotta be painful as hell. Like the one guy has to get out of the chair, there's a shotgun pointing at him, he has to get out by putting his face through frickin' razors. And then there's Saw 5, which is not that good. It's really, really dull. It's, the acting is not that great. And there's not really too many traps in it, like the first one, but the first one is actually good. This one is not that good. Fuck. The characters are so freaking lame in Saw 5. God. Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much about Saw 5. I give Saw 5 about maybe 5 out of 10. I give the fifth movie 5 out of 10. Let's go on to Saw 6. This one is very close to being just as good as the first movie. It has the story is great. It also does have quite a bit of suspense, and yeah, plus the traps are pretty freaking cool. Like the steam trap. Oh my god, that was awesome. But Saw 6 isn't that scary. Like the first one was a lot scarier, but none of them are scary. This one is like the least scary. Like a lot of people that I know have said that this movie is not scary at all, and I agree with them. But Saw 6 is one of the greatest installments in any movie franchise. Yeah, I give Saw 6 9 out of 10 stars. And now for last but not least, Saw 3D. No one asked Saw the final chapter. This one, I think, almost goes to like the same length as like Saw 5 did. It's not that good. Like it's not a very good conclusion to a franchise. But it does give a pretty good moral. Lies don't achieve anything. That is quite true, actually. What? Yeah, saw the final chapter. The chaps are horribly disturbing. Even though a lot of them are cool. But the one thing about this movie is that women, like mostly women are victims in this movie. It's like it's trying to be sexist or something. Like, in the previous films, mostly men were victims, but in this one, mostly women are. And yeah. Another thing, what I kind of did appreciate about this movie is that it actually shows you what happened after the events. Some of the events that happened after the first movie, like what actually happened after that guy cut off his foot. Like, like in each movie, I was always wondering what happened to that guy. But then at the beginning of this one, I was like, oh, so that's what happened. But anyways, yeah, that was my Saw movie reviews. First one, awesome. Second one, good. Third one, awesome. 4, awesome as hell. 5, sucked. 6, awesome. 7, okay. But, yep, that's my reviews of the Saw franchise. Hope you enjoyed it. It's Halloween. Enjoy all the horror films, and be sure to check out Saw 1, 10th anniversary in theaters. It's going to be great.